Hello and welcome to the District 43 podcast. This is your first episode, and we have got a very special guest, none other than Toastmaster West, our District Director. Toastmaster West, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Toastmaster Binky.
So, today we are going to learn about Toastmaster West's story. She is a great Toastmaster for so many different years, and today let's just get to hear her story. So, Toastmaster West, tell us a little bit background about yourself, where you are born and where you are raised and where you are today.
Okay. Where I actually came from, here in Mississippi. I was born, raised here in Jackson, Mississippi. Attended school here. My graduate school is Callaway High School. So anybody who's here from Jackson knows that I am very proud of that school. I come from a family of 7, 4 girls, 3 boys, and I am the middle child. I know there's a lot of stories about the middle child. Believe none of them. Other than the fact that we are the one that seems to be closer to all of our siblings. I enjoy being the middle child and all the jokes and things they had to say about it. I had 2 wonderful parents that divorced at a very young age for me because I was 3rd grade. It was one of the best experiences of my life and worst, all in one. One, because I didn't have my parents there together anymore in one house, but they never missed out on any of our growing up and all of the activities that we were in. And I was in a lot: softball, basketball, track, tennis. I did all of those things and enjoyed it, and my parents were there. But how did I get here to Toastmaster? February the 1st, 2013. I became a Toastmaster after becoming in management, a manager there at my job. And this was one of the things, becoming a manager, you had to go through our hospital administrator to find out exactly what it is that hospital's vision is and what was expected of the employees. But I met Toastmaster Mary Mixon, who had been a Toastmaster for years. And she was the one who introduced me to Toastmasters. I went to the club, enjoyed the meeting, fell in love with what it was about because they explained everything. The next Toastmaster would be Toastmaster Tanya Moore. I have been one of those people that was an introvert. Do you believe that? Most would say no, but I was. I didn't have a voice. I didn't know how to stand up and actually communicate to the point where people would understand what it was that I was visualizing in managing my department. But I found that voice. And I have been able to actually sit down, talk, and feel as if others are understanding what I have. Having others be there to say, maybe you want to look at it this way. Maybe you want to present it in a different way. And choosing words makes all the difference. The words that you choose. Because what they mean to one person may mean something else, especially the tone that you use. It's easy for you to say, I love you, and act the man. Or you can say, I love you. Do you mean it? So Toastmaster actually pulled into me what I had all along, but never knew. So growing up in Jackson, Mississippi, coming from a family of 7, where there's always someone to compete against or to prove yourself to, made it easy joining Toastmasters. made it fulfilling. I've even gotten a sister of mine to join. My baby daughter, my youngest daughter, has joined. So Toastmasters is a place I feel as if it's a
Wow.
part of me. It's a part of me.
Wow. I mean, thanks a lot for sharing your entire journey, how you got into Toastmaster West, because everybody has a unique story, how they get to know about Toastmasters. And just looking at your story and just hearing it from you, uh, and you just mentioned that you're an introvert. Definitely, we couldn't believe that now. And like that's what I tell my friends. I was an introvert, and ever since that I had an opportunity to join Toastmasters, and then I started looking for opportunities. Hey, where else could I speak? Which was not the case before Toastmasters, which really helped me to gain a lot of confidence. And this is not just you and me. We have seen thousands and thousands of people across the world in so many different countries were able to gain that confidence, which really helped not only just shape their professional careers, but their personal careers as well, personal life as well. So now, just to ask you about your next question, my next question to you is, like you had a successful career in the healthcare industry, and you just mentioned like how you got introduced first with the help of your friend. Now tell us a little bit more about your career and like how Toastmasters has made an impact in your career where you are today.
Well, I've gotten a couple of promotions. I've been in Toastmasters. Some I think would have never had the opportunity to.
Mm.
But because the confidence that Toastmasters gives you, it puts you in a different light. I had gone before these same people and interviewed and never got the job.
Mm.
But I kept going until one Toastmaster said, until you learn to listen, take the time to read, take the time to pause prior to speaking, your interview will fail each time. But Toastmasters can show you how if you're going to fail, you only fail one more, and that's forward. So I took the advice of that Toastmaster. Putting yourself in a room with a mirror and practicing on what it is that you're going to say. Why would they want to hire you? Why do you feel as if you're the person for the job? Those are things I had to know. And by knowing that, I was able to go in there, feel good, and conquer that job.
Wow. Just hearing how it has helped in your career, like a lot of people who are listening to this might be wondering, hey, like now I have got an interview coming up and I need to join Toastmasters, who are just learning about Toastmasters, just listening to your story. It was so wonderful to hear how it has helped personally in your career, because sometimes it can be overwhelming just doing a lot of interviews for promotions, and having that confidence itself is a big boost to go out there and really express yourself. I think that is the biggest challenge like a lot of people might have going for interviews. Not just, I mean, we would see both very early professionals as well as experienced professionals, no matter how much years of experience that you have, but still an interview is still a kind of a pressure that we need to have to overcome in order to get that promotion or whatever the next move that we need to make. So that's great to hear that it has tremendously helped in your career as well. And my next question to you is, who's your favorite Toastmaster out of all those people that you have met over the years? I mean, there are so many incredible leaders and mentors that helped you over the years. So who would you say is your favorite Toastmaster? I mean, it need not be from our district, but any person that inspired you till date.
Wow, Vicky, you're trying to get me in trouble. One thing about Toastmaster, you have so many people that are going to inspire you because you're on a journey. And depending on where you are in that journey, one person that you may start out with may not be the perfect person to continue on. You're going to always find someone else to come and be that particular person that's the genius in this particular role in your life. But if there's one constant Toastmaster that stays in the background, and I wonder why she never steps up and come forward and lead. She leads from behind, but she's a builder. And she's taught me to always share what you learn. And that's Toastmaster Arlillian West.
Wow.
Toastmaster Arlillian West is a trainer. And she's a listener. And she's one who can also coach, mentor, and can be tough sometimes. She asks the tough questions. So if there's one person that I can say that is constant, it has to be Toastmaster Arlillian West, who's been in Toastmaster longer than I have. But she's not one that wants to be a leader out front, but she will coach and mentor others to be that leader. Wow. She can see it in people. Arlillian West.
Wow. I mean, if Charlie would actually hear this podcast, she would be like so proud of all the accomplishments that you have made over the years. And I'm sure like she is super proud of you, where you are today, leading the entire district. And we are so proud of you as well, like leading us to the overall Toastmasters and what potential that we could unleash within ourselves. So thanks a lot for your hard work, because it's not easy. And taking leadership roles and being in front everybody and leading people, you have clearly demonstrated us what a leader could do in order to be able to be upfront and move us in the right direction. So thanks a lot for that. And my next question to you is, we have wonderful Toastmasters all around the world and they do incredible things. And what is the best advice that you have received over the years that really helped you?
The best advice that I have received is don't be selfish. Always give back. What you learn to be able to pass on to the next person, to make their journey a little bit easier, to give reasoning for why they actually joined this organization and why they want to remain. So giving back, sharing, and doing the work. Actually putting in the time and doing the work. Get credit for what you actually do.
Wow, that's such a great advice. Thanks a lot for sharing that, Toastmaster West, because every person that is a Toastmaster, there is somebody who have shared about Toastmasters. I'm sure like every individual has a story. And you just mentioned like how we can give back to others, because we strongly believe as Toastmasters that any person who would be a member of, it can be a club anywhere in the world, would truly change their life for good. That would actually not only just impact them and their family, that would actually impact the entire communities that they are in, which is huge, because especially in the world, we are seeing so many different things happening. But to build that confidence, to become those leaders, because Toastmasters is all about making leaders, to lead themselves, their families, their communities. So thanks a lot. That is one of the best advice that I've heard that you just shared with us. And my next question to you is, what is your favorite part of being a Toastmaster? I mean, like you have taken several roles over the years. What is the favorite part about Toastmasters for you?
Area director.
Wow.
Area director has yet to be my favorite. And why? It's because you meet so many members. You have these 4 to 5 clubs in your division, and you're responsible for trying to help them to become distinguished, to be better than what they were the year before, bringing in members and showing them why is so much knowledge, so much serving to be done. And to be able to go from club to club, member to member, and just hear all about why and how they got here. And then to try to encourage their executive team to ensure that every member in your club, they came here for a reason and it's different. So making sure that we are fulfilling what they came into Toastmasters for would definitely get you to being a distinguished club. So Air Director was my favorite.
Wow. So if somebody is listening to this, what is your advice? Like now, out of all the roles that we have in the entire district, do you definitely recommend being an area director to learn more about their clubs? Is the best thing?
Yes. Once you've been in the club, you should want to go and be an area director. Especially if your club is successful, you want to take that and show other people why our club is successful. Maybe some of these things will help you. Maybe some of the things that you're doing, they're just not being communicated in the right way. So we communicate here and we build leaders, but we do it from learning from others. My way may not be the best way for this club, but it may work at another club. So that's why you share. So definitely, if you're going to go anywhere in Toastmasters, you want to be an area. Don't skip that road. That's one I would not skip in going in leadership.
Great advice again for anybody who wants to take up leadership roles. So definitely look forward to having area director position, because that's where the real work begins to really impact each and every club under your area and each and every member. In fact, just like our Toastmaster West as just mentioned, and she really enjoyed that role, and kind of like now she's leading the entire district, several divisions and several areas across the district, across Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas. So,
and another thing, Vicky, excuse me if I may,
yeah,
when it comes to area director, those people that you meet as an area director, these are the people that help you to continue on. I didn't get here just from anything that I have just done on my own. It's been from the help of others. And for that, gaining their trust, that's how I got to where I am, from area director to division director, club growth director, program quality director, to here as district director. You won't get there without that you meet along the way.
absolutely. Wow. And my next question to you is, what are your goals for our District 43 for this year, 2021-2022?
My goal for our district this year is to have members wanting to be in leadership. And the way we get there is building their confidence, building them to be leaders, feel good about leading. We don't want people to have to just come into leadership because we beg and beg and beg. We want them to be glad to come. Like I felt when I left from being a president and moving into running for area director. I wanted it. And I want other leaders to want it. That's what I want our district to lead this year, with having future leaders. And they're wanting to be a leader. And I think we have that this year, because we have some excited area directors and division directors, and they are coming up with amazing things. And I'm so glad that I'm on.
Wow, that's just amazing. Now let's just get to the next round and the final round, where I would actually ask a table topic for those listeners. If you don't know about table topics, basically this is one of the parts in the Toastmasters that we usually have every time that we meet once in a week. Basically, I would actually give a topic to our Toastmaster West, and she would actually talk about that topic for a minute. So ideally, if you're just joining Toastmasters, you would typically see many topics being asked to your members. So this, I thought like this is a great way to also educate members who are listening to this for the first time. So this is a great way to start as well. So Toastmaster West, my tabletop topic question for you is, tell us in few steps, making your favorite recipe in 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good time to have this question sitting at this dinner time.
Absolutely. So
A
your time begins.
sausage. A sausage loaf. That is one of my favorite things to make. Number one, because it's quick. Number two, it's easy for anybody, and it's great for when you have company. It can be brunch or lunch. You take a fresh French bread roll, tear the inside out. You get, I do Jimmy Dean sausage, one hot and one sage flavor. Fry it up, drain it. For every pack that you have, you get a pack of cream cheese. While it's hot, mix your cream cheese in it. Get about 2 cups of shredded cheese, sharp. Mix it in as well. Stuff it into your bread. Sprinkle cheese over the top. Put it in the oven for 5 minutes. Bring it out and enjoy a sausage loaf.
Wow. It was already mouth-watering. I should definitely try your recipe. I'm sure all the listeners who just listened to your recipe would definitely try it out. It was just such a wonderful talking to you and getting to know about your background and your leadership style, and just getting to know you personally. I hope this is a great start for our district to learn about every individual in our district who are doing wonderful things. And where could people reach out to you if they want to learn more about you or contact you?
If they want to reach out to me, I do have an email. It's my first name, Arlillian, ARLILLIAN _West, WEST, @yahoo.com.
Thank you so much once again. Do you have any final words for our listeners?
I do have one other thing, and that is, if you join Toastmaster, I promise you, you will not regret it. And if you join Toastmaster and you join a club and you're not happy, guess what? We have thousands of clubs that you can try. Make sure before you join one, you look at the time, you look at the date. Don't worry about the location anymore, because we're virtual all over the world. And you can be a member of any club in Toastmasters all over the world. So look at those things and make sure that they work for you, because Toastmaster is a self-growth organization, and it's all on your time. You're able to go straight through. You're able to take a break and come back whenever you're ready. Toastmasters will be here.
Wow, thanks a lot for sharing that great information, Toastmaster West. And if you wanted to learn more about District 43 and the different opportunities that we have across the district, please reach out to us at District D43 Toastmasters @gmail.com. Again, D43 Toastmasters @gmail.com. And please subscribe to our podcast on various social channels, YouTube, Facebook, and many more. Thanks a lot for listening, and please listen to our other episodes as well. Have a good evening. Bye.